So
in that
here's what I'm
episode.
saying. I'm trying to figure out why you cut so many of my jokes. There's so many good jokes that are on the, the editing floor now.
There are.
And the fans would have liked them because
that'll be on the bonus. That'll be on the bonus DVD.
Well, yeah. No. Here we go. If we get big enough and we can,
and you want to cancel me,
and we can start a Patreon. Oh, if I wanted to cancel you, I have weeks and weeks of fucking shit to cancel you with. That's true. This episode of KD Sports Talk, we gotta get the refs out of the game. All right, they're starting to injure players, and now Atlanta is done. They're out of the fucking water.
What do you mean out of the game? Is this
we gotta get them off the court.
Pick up games, bro. Calling our own fouls.
Call your own fouls.
They are adult men. Okay, they can call their own fouls. Okay, play this like prison rules. Let's go.
Okay. I mean, schoolyard rules would work as well.
No way, prison rules. So they're actual throwing, they're actually throwing.
Yeah, that's not. There's no rules. I mean, you saw the longest yard.
That's where I got it from. Good job. This is why we have a podcast together, bud. Right there. That unspoken connection.
It's the bond.
Trae Young is missing game 4 as we speak because a fucking ref couldn't get out of the goddamn way. All right. As of right now, it is the 29th, obviously, at 8:40 in the evening. They are up 10-2. The Hawks are, but I do not see them winning this game without Trae Young, unless Giannis just fucking blows tonight, which could possibly happen. Nicholas,
I hope. I think you're kind of right. If there was a team that the Hawks could beat without Trae Young, I think it's the Bucks. Mm-hmm. It's because they can play defense. And I think if they can, Giannis is, let Giannis get 30 points or whatever. But if you can hold Chris Middleton down.
That was their problem last game in game 3.
Yeah,
Chris Middleton went off
20 for in the fourth quarter, winning. But I think the Hawks can still win. I wouldn't say there's no chance. If Bogdanovich can shoot the ball well, if Collins can still do what he's been doing, Herder's been on fire. I mean, if those guys have a good game, I mean, they can score without anybody offensively. So if they can keep defense up and I think if they can keep it in a typical old school Eastern Conference playoff game in the 80s or the 90s.
Oh yeah.
I think they can win. I think they could win. But yeah, I think this might be the end of Ice Trae and the Cinderella Hawks, man.
I think you're right. They might be able to pull out this one. I mean, he is only out as of right now for this game. Right. He might keep because it's just a bone bruise.
So what I read is he's out with deep bone bruise in his right foot. He's exhausted every avenue to try and find a way to return to play, but a severe lack of mobility and significant degree of pain made it impossible. And that was from Adrian Wojnarowski reporting that.
Woj.
So it looks like he was wanting to, but it's just too much pain that couldn't really move a whole lot.
Listen, when it comes to foot pain, that shit's no joke. Yeah. Honest to God,
I know you bitched about that for a while.
I'm sorry. Did you have a tumor in your foot? I don't think so. All you had was Crohn's disease.
You know what?
I shit whenever I eat food.
My brother had a tumor in his fucking brain. He still went to school.
It's because your brother wasn't using half his brain. Hi, Jordan.
Good point.
All right.
So, I mean, there's a lot going on in the NBA right now.
Yeah, let's stay on the NBA. If we got a lot of topics, it looks like.
Yeah. We so last night the Clippers played the Suns. The Clippers won 116-102, breaking the series lead to 3-2 to Phoenix, obviously. But the games are coming back now to LA. I believe our next question is can LA complete this comeback?
Yeah, because obviously something's wrong with the Suns. I don't know If it's the mask, that's with Booker or
yeah, I was gonna say that
right.
he's wearing like a fucking Vader mask or something.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, he took it off in the second half of Game 3, and they won anyway. But their offense is just not clicking right now.
So hot take. Hot question, I guess. Really, Chris Paul, should he just like have COVID again? Like what? What should we do?
No, because I think Chris Paul played really well last night, and I thought he helped out a whole bunch. I think Patrick Beverly, I think they stepped up their defense last night. The Clippers did. Patrick Beverly was a problem last night for Phoenix. But the difference was last night was Clippers got a lot of help in that first half. I watched every minute of that game. Clippers, I mean, Marcus, I think is it Marcus or Markeith? I can't remember which one's on which twins which, but Morris Senior, whichever one's on the Clippers, had 18 in the first half. Reggie Jackson was a difference maker last night. But the big thing I think that is it pandemic P? Is it gone? Is it back to playoff P? Because
I mean, I never stopped calling him playoff P, but
what is with all these people coming up with their own nickname?
Well, yeah, he called himself playoff P, and then last year
he sunk up in place. LeGarrette Blunt had, no, it wasn't him. Who was it? Leonard Fournette.
Oh, playoff Lenny?
Playoff, yeah.
Come on, Lombardi Lenny. You can't call him. I mean, he didn't come up with that himself. Lombardi Lenny.
He came up with that shit himself.
Oh,
stop giving yourself a fucking nickname. All right.
Yeah, playoff Lenny's a goddamn beast.
I mean, if Paul Paul George dropped 41 and 13 last night. I think he had 6 assists to go along with it. I mean, he's if I can see it. I can see it. It kind of reminds me of the Cavs series when they beat the Warriors 3-1 in the finals.
Right.
Warriors were dominant in those first 4 games. It was Warriors by far, and then Cavs stepped up the defense game. It's kind of very similar. Game 5 and then Game 6, Cleveland, got on them again. But LeBron was dominant, and he had a help from Kyrie. Shooting the ball, and I think that's what Reggie Jackson's becoming for him this series. Reggie Jackson just was on like possessed last night. He's dunking on people. He's knocking down threes. He's playing defense. I mean, Pistons are probably wondering where the hell this guy came from. But
yeah, I knew that name. God dang it, I knew that name.
So I think I will. I like Devin Booker. I think people keep calling him the next Kobe, which I don't think is fair to him. I think he's got
that is a lot of expectations.
Yeah, I think he's got the same mentality. I think he's a great scorer, but I just don't think.
Is he a killer though? Like, really? Is he a killer like Kobe?
He tries to be.
Everybody tries to be Kobe.
He shows moments of it, but I don't know. I think Paul George is playing with a chip on his shoulder right now, and I think it's going 7. Now, if Phoenix can figure it out, I think it's, Phoenix is still the favorite, but
yeah,
Clippers got all the momentum right now. I never thought I'd say that from going 3-1 to 3-2, that the series, I think, flipped that much, but now you're coming back to Los Angeles, and if they come back and have another performance like that and the Suns offensively don't look good, I think it's Clippers all the way in 7.
Oh, for sure. Everybody say hi. We can all hear.
Yes, Charlotte is making her appearance.
So, according to us, keep it up, Paul George.
George. There's no longer playoff P or pandemic P. It is Paul George.
It's Boy George.
Boy George.
Boy George.
Yeah. This was interesting because when one of the next topics, unless you guys have more to say on that,
no, keep going.
I know these people from when I cared a little bit about the NBA. Jason Kidd, the new Mavs coach. Man.
Come on! All right, so
wasn't he a coach before and it was not successful?
Yeah. So next topic. Yeah, we're going to talk about Jason Kidd, new Mavs head coach. Chauncey Billups has agreed to be the Portland Trailblazers' new head coach.
Okay, so that's head coach. It just said hired by. All right.
Yep. So he's head coach.
But did you know that Chauncey Billups had like a rape charge against him?
Hey, How dare you?
No, this is no joke. This is for real. It was like 15 years or 20 years ago.
Yeah, Jason Kidd also got arrested for beating up his wife, and he's got like 2 DWIs. But
hey, that just means he likes to have a drink with dinner, okay? And just he's too small to get under that 0.08. All right, that's all that means.
Yep, went a little heavy on the wine, sir.
Yeah, he was 0.09. All right, get off my ass.
But as far as the wife thing, that's not okay.
No, the wife thing.
So
I am a Portland fan now.
Because Billups, which is
okay. Hey, guess what? Yes. That you're jumping on the wrong bandwagon because Damian Lillard, their best player, is already trying to get the fuck out of there because of this.
I disagree. He was
wrong answers.
He was lobbying for Billups.
Nope. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Give me 2 seconds.
If he wants out of Portland because Billups is there, he's a freaking idiot.
Yeah, because Chauncey won a title, and that's more than he could say.
No, stop. There is a article. It was, I think, from the New York Post.
Okay.
No, not New York Post. Sorry, the LA Times, I believe.
All right.
At. But pretty much, it read like an actual press release. Damian Lillard is trying to get the fuck out of.
Damian Lillard.
That's what I said.
Lillard.
You keep saying Leonard.
Said Leonard.
The mountains are really blue tonight, guys. All right, that's all I'm saying to you. All right.
What I'm saying is get in your car and do Jason Kidd proud.
Okay.
Right
you
now.
You know what? I do not and will never condone drinking and driving that is bad. That is irresponsible. Always grab a Lyft or an Uber or a taxi if you're nasty. Okay.
Drunk driving is bad.
Drunk driving is bad. I am the best drunk driver in the world, though. Anyways.
That's the way to finish that.
Yeah.
All right. So I am a Portland fan now because it doesn't matter because I won't support them. But I want Chauncey to succeed for sure. Jason Kidd.
He's asking to get out. I can't find the actual article.
So my question is can these former Hall of Fame players help get these 2 teams over the hump? So Dallas has been in us, ever since they won the title over Miami in 2011, 2012, whatever year it was.
2012.
They've been first, second round exits every year. Portland, since Damian Lillard's been there, he's can't get any help. And they're always first, second round. They have a chance, then they lose. So I have opinions on this. I think one's a really, really good hire, and I think one's also a good hire for one player, but not as a team.
Okay. So
Jason Kidd is a great hire for Mavericks. 100%.
Okay.
He is definitely like he was one of those. He's like Steve Nash. He was really smart, and he knows the game inside and out. And I think he could help the whole team. Why? The way that he played his game, he knew all 5 positions. He knew exactly who was going to be where and when. It was his job as a point guard.
So just because you were a good player means you're going to be a good coach. Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not. Yes. Yes, it is what I'm saying. But
Jason Kidd's the next best thing. He's coached over 300 NBA games already.
I understand,
and he has a losing record.
But it wasn't he. Who was he coaching for?
Well, his first job was with the Nets.
Yeah,
that's right. The Nets,
KG, and those guys.
Yeah.
Jesus, I know better than you.
Hold on.
He was the Bucks coach for 4 years after that because he left the Nets to go to the Bucks, and he's got a career record of 183 and 190.
Yeah.
And then he's been the last 2 years with the Lakers as an assistant. Okay, so
those 2 years with LeBron are going to be good for him.
Oh, exactly, and I have that there. I think the 2 years with the Lakers help him grow as a coach. But I think that Jason Kidd was only hired for Luka Doncic. He's the same type of player. They're literally Doncic is a better shooter, but they're the same type of player. They're scorers. They're playmakers. Mm-hmm. Luka's a ball dominant guard, and so was Jason Kidd.
You think his name gets him the gig as well?
That's how it's kind of working right now.
He was with Dallas too, so I mean, people like him in Dallas. So it's not like you know.
Well, it's okay. We can cut all that real fast.
Yeah. So it's not like it was. I wouldn't say it's a bad hire by any means. I don't think he got it just because he's Jason Kidd. I mean, he played for him. They liked him in Dallas. He played well for Dallas. I think he was hired to help Luka, to keep Luka in Dallas. I think that was a coach they could hire that would think Luka would keep him around. I think he's way better for this team than Rick Carlisle, is what I think. Just because Rick Carlisle is that old school type of coach, and Jason Kidd's going to be a player's first coach and all that type of things.
For sure.
He didn't have a good stint with the Bucks. Now, I'll remind you, the team wasn't that great that he was coaching. That no excuse, but you know, talent helps.
Hey, you know what? She's telling you right now that you're fucking wrong. Okay. She's got opinions about what you're saying.
I think the Billups hire in Portland was slam dunk. Championship. No, I'm not gonna say that. But
you better not say that because they're losing.
Championship.
Yeah. I mean, Billups is like he's an NBA champion. He was a great leader. From the stuff that just like watching TV and them talking about Chauncey Billups, he's a great communicator. He was, everybody on the team loved him. He's, Blue that does the dirty work type of guy. He's been with Ty Lue with the Clippers now the last couple of years, and I think he's learned a lot these last few years as an assistant. I think that Portland's, going the right direction with Billups. If Lillard leaves, he's an idiot, in my opinion. And if he stays, I think Portland will, with Billups as the coach, I think they'll work to get the right pieces around him, get rid of some of these injuries that they have, and put some superstars, give him a superstar and some better players around him. So I think Billups was the Billups, I don't know, just because I don't know how the season's ended yet.
What's easier, getting one player out or getting two other players in? Getting one player out for Portland. Trading Lillard is going to be easier than trying to bring at least two superstars in. He needs help.
I disagree. I think you could get some good veteran players around him that could help him.
He needs. They need superstars.
No, they need health is what they need. A couple of their, Nurkic was hurt all last year. That kills him. Nurkic is an all-star caliber big man in the NBA. He can knock down outside shots, plays great rim protector. But CJ McCollum is a great player, but I don't think
I will give you CJ.
I think it starts with CJ. I think you can trade McCollum for a draft pick and a proven NBA veteran in this league nowadays. But like I said, we'll see how this all, who wins, who doesn't win, plays out. There might be guys that are going to want to move around. Contracts come up.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. It really depends on how this season ends. But with the way that the Lakers went out in the first round, LeBron's gonna be looking to do something, and grabbing Lillard is gonna be an easy pickup for them.
Easy, you think it is?
So LeBron is already picking
100%.
LeBron's already working on the offseason, guys. He's got Bugs Bunny.
Hey,
talking to.
In his post game, this was a month ago when he lost. In his post game, he was worried about the Goon Squad. Okay, losing this series sucked, but he's got the Goon Squad to worry about in July. Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
It's coming up. A couple weeks.
Yeah,
totally. I renew my HBO Max just for that. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And then I got Suicide Squad in August, so it's just gonna be a great time.
Okay, so I'm
one
gonna give
basketball topic.
Yeah, no. Well, to me, I'm just gonna. You didn't get my opinion on the hires.
I'm sorry. Do you have an opinion?
I do have an opinion.
All right, let's hear it.
I do have an opinion.
Hey,
Jason Kidd. No, I don't like it because, like I said, I knew that he was unsuccessful where he was at. And Chauncey, championship. I love Chauncey.
I'm pretty sure you already said those things, but go on.
I love it. My uneducated guess is just not that I think or know or believe Chauncey Billups is going to do well. It's more along the lines that I want him to do well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
well, you know what? You're not a terrible person. You don't wish anybody to fail.
I absolutely do. I mean, I'm not even going to pretend.
We just talked about this off air. We're gassing guys up this summer, and you're over here fucking shitting on everybody.
I absolutely will. Aaron Rodgers, I think he needs a cabana guy over there. I think he needs some extra lotion just so he doesn't get burnt on vacation. And just stay where you're at, man. It's paradise. You're doing great.
Hey, you know what? If he left right now, if he retired right now, he'd be Hall of Fame quarterback. So,
did you want to go with this Dwayne
Washington? Yeah, we can be in our basketball.
Yeah,
sure.
So,
I don't know who this guy is. So
he plays for the Buckeyes.
Okay.
Right. So Dwayne Washington Jr. He is foregoing college, leaving Ohio State, staying in the NBA draft. So
smart.
My question for you is:
No.
Does he get drafted?
No.
And how much does this affect Ohio State?
Okay,
so
hold on.
Background info on Washington, Derek, for you.
Sure.
Last year he averaged 17 a game for him last year.
Okay.
Not good.
Is that on the higher end? Or lower,
he was their second leading scorer behind Liddell.
Yeah. So he was either second or third. I think second.
I think he was second. But listen, he was playing on an Ohio State team that admittedly I was gassing up the whole fucking time.
Yeah, we know. There's a lot of people that didn't expect them to get beat up the way they did.
Okay. And Amos,
they also overachieved last year.
Yes, they did. I don't like this move for him at all. On that team, I don't think that anybody should have left unless they absolutely had to.
Here's the question.
The seniors.
Okay.
He needs the extra time.
So I have to make my uneducated guess. I got a couple questions. Is he one of the top 5 players in the Big Ten?
No.
No, his teammate is, but
yeah.
So that doesn't make sense, but at the same time, so he probably won't get drafted because there's only 2 rounds of the draft for.
So okay, right. So when it comes to the NBA draft, the lottery is pretty much, I mean, outside of the very few that like 41,
right?
But the NBA draft is very top heavy.
Yeah, top 14, top 10 picks. If you're
outside of that, it is hard to justify actually.
That's where the money's at. Is the lottery picks.
Yeah,
for NBA players, but he's intriguing. He's intriguing. Why? Because he can score I think he can score at the next level.
He could. Yes, you're absolutely right.
He's super, super raw, which I don't think that's ever turned any NBA scouts or anybody away from somebody.
Not if you're a good coach.
He's an inconsistent shooter, but he can knock down big shots. He's got that type of mentality. He's not afraid of big shots. He's not afraid to be aggressive.
He's not afraid of big shots in college. He's not getting those big shots in the NBA. I don't care what team he goes on, but there's somebody else.
But that he's willing to take those big shots. He's willing to put a lot on his back. So that to me gives me that he's a hard worker, that he wants to be great. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he's gonna his rookie year in the NBA, he's gonna be shooting the game-winning shots for his team. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he's had those moments where he's made game-winning shots. He's not afraid to take them.
Yeah. I don't think he fucking hits the floor in his rookie year.
I don't think drafted. I think there's a possibility he could go first round. And here's why, is just because of that alone, is that he's got the potential to be a really, really good scorer. But there's also a good chance he won't get drafted at all.
Yeah. It's either someone this is what it is for me. I think that an established team has to take him. He can't go to a project. He can't go to the fucking Pacers. He can't go to Cleveland. He can't go to fucking why? He will die.
Why?
It'll be a waste of a draft pick. He will disappear.
Why?
He'll get because listen, he has that raw potential, but he's not developed enough.
So you don't think playing time is good development?
No. I think playing time for him right now is going to demoralize him, and he will disappear.
I completely disagree. I think that's I think with his mind, if he's got the right mindset, playing time is the best way.
Listen,
repetition is the best way to develop and get better. Not by sitting on the bench behind veteran players.
He is not a golfer. Okay,
what is
it doesn't matter about his mindset.
Working out in practice how's that gonna make you better? Like, okay, it's not. This isn't the NFL where they talk about sit for a couple years, learn the system. This is the NBA. You got to play. Okay,
right?
You got to play.
And that's why I said he shouldn't come out.
I'm not saying it was the right decision either. I'm just saying that him going to a team like the freaking Lakers where he sits behind everybody and doesn't play at all, that's not going to help him.
Okay.
That's when he's going to be non-existent.
No. He shouldn't go to the Lakers.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just as an example. I'm just saying like in the NBA, repetition and those reps is what's going to make him better and develop into a player.
Get those repetitions in practice, because if you get onto a court, if you get on the court, listen, if you get on the court and you start him, like you put him in the starting five for your team.
He doesn't have to be starting five. Come on, Kenny. Jesus.
Boom. Just gonna get beat down. He's gonna get beat down the whole fucking time. He's gonna lose it. He's gonna get demoralized.
Is he even top 10 in the Big Ten?
No.
No. Close, maybe.
Yeah, maybe top 10 in the Big Ten.
No. I think it's a bad move.
So now,
because maybe if he stayed, he could make his
if he stayed one more year,
absolutely.
if he stayed one more year,
absolutely.
But at the same time,
everyone's
really worried.
I don't know about lottery pick, but
pick.
Everyone's always worried about losing that money. Like they're all about get my money now, which is why people leave early in the first place.
Well, I mean,
I get why he's leaving, is that he's like, look, it's time for me to make money. But at the same time, if you're not even the top 10 of your conference, are you really going to get drafted?
Yeah.
All those 10 players might not be graduating, so I get that. But yeah.
Okay, so I have a couple questions now with this, because I don't know all the answer. I don't know the answers to these. One, if he gets drafted, can he go to the G League?
Yeah.
Okay. That could be good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So two. Hold up. Two. If he doesn't get drafted, can he go back to college?
No.
Or is it like the NFL where if you get a agent, you're fucked?
You can. So with the NCAA rules in basketball, you can hire an agent for the NBA draft, but they have to be approved by the NCAA. And then you can still, but it's by a certain point. You have till a certain time to make your decision to either stay in the draft or to come back to college. I think it's July. It might be right.
It's getting close.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is before the draft.
He made his decision.
Yeah, because I don't think like EJ Liddell, I don't think he's made his decision yet either.
I haven't heard that he has.
So my question with all of this with him, is where does this leave Ohio State? Now, let's just assume Liddell's coming back.
Yeah, as of right now, he is.
Let's assume that Liddell's back. Where does that leave Ohio State?
Second in the Big Ten, maybe third.
Well, you got to remember, Michigan is a basketball school now.
Now.
I don't know. Is it CJ Jackson? He's gone, right? I'm pretty sure he's gone.
I'll have to pull all that stuff up, but I think so.
I think Justin Sewing was another one of those guys that might be gone. I think he was a senior as well.
Sewing's out. I think Sewing is gone. I just bit my tongue.
This is what I think will happen to Ohio State now. Is it Holtman? That's his name, coach?
Yes.
Absolutely love him. Think he's a great basketball coach. But I think this year for Ohio State, it's going to be poopy. I don't think it's going to be very good because one, they have the 10th ranked recruiting class coming in. According to 247 Sports, they have a 4-star and a 3-star. Kid from Akron St. Vincent St. Mary's, 4-star, and then they got the kid from Convoy Crestview, who's a 3-star. The Etzler kid, he's so their recruiting class is not good, based upon the rest of the conference or in the country.
That's not how Ohio State should be ranking.
Which is not. But I just don't think that when you lose him, I don't know where they're going to get their scoring from. I mean, Liddell comes back, cool. Liddell can get you 20, 25 a game, but you need more. You need somebody that's averaging 10, 15.
You need somebody out on the line. You don't need someone in the post.
And I mean, I'm Justin Aarons. I don't know if he's coming back. I think he's back. I don't know who's transferred or anything like that, but I do not think it's going to be a fun year for the Buckeyes. Now, I think they can still win games and be competitive. I don't know if they're second best in the conference.
So I'm basing the second best off of the fact that we might have the 10th best recruiting class in the country, but that's still second in the Big Ten.
What's that?
Like the recruiting class.
No, they are 10th in the Big Ten in recruiting.
I thought it was 10th in the nation.
No.
We're fucked. No, NIT, here we come. Let's go. Here we go, Buckeyes.
I don't know if I don't know if they'll make the NCAA tournament. I think they'll upset some teams and they can because Holtman will have them playing the right way. But I think this is like Ohio State. Like I think they overplayed expectations last year. I think they played really well.
We definitely didn't think that we were going to be, ranked 2.
Yeah,
or a second seed in the NCAA. That's for sure.
But so I think I see a middle of the pack Big Ten. They could be. I'm not going to say they're a bottom feeder, but I mean Michigan's got studs coming in recruiting. Yeah. They got guys coming back. Purdue's going to be good. I don't know how much Indiana how they'll
Wisconsin's
do.
Going to be good.
Wisconsin's always tough. Michigan State they had a bad year, so I'm guessing they're going to be Izzo's going to have them ready to rock and roll. But yeah, I don't think this bodes well for the Buckeyes this year when it comes to basketball.
No, thank God we're a football school.
How's that feel?
Pretty fucking amazing, actually. I cannot wait.
Okay.
All right, big boy. You guys actually are like running the show tonight. I'm actually kind of proud of you guys.
So what do we want to do?
But everything I add, you end up editing out.
It's because you talk about dicks 24/7.
So, do we want to? Okay, so we want to save football for the end.
Yeah, we'll do football last.
Okay,
sure.
So let's hop into Game 1, Stanley Cup Finals last night.
Let's go, Lightning!
Let's go! Lightning just absolutely wrecked the Canadiens 5-1. I watched. Charlotte's excited as well.
Yeah, she is. Let's go Bolts! Go Bolts!
I watched the first period. And it was I think 2-0, and it might have been 1-0 into the first, but
I think it was 2-0.
I think they scored
2-2. I think they went 2-2-1.
Lightning were looking good. I'm kind of rooting for Montreal because we talked about last week with NBA. There's 4 teams that haven't won in forever. There hasn't been a Canadian team that's won a Stanley Cup 20, 30, 40 years, however long it's been.
Dude, it's been a long time.
It's like late 80s, early 90s, last Canadian hockey team to win.
I think
it was the Canadians too were the last team to do it.
I think it was the 80s.
But I was excited for the Canadians. Now we'll see if they're a resilient team, and when it's the first game.
Yeah.
It's hockey.
It was game 1.
But it was physical. There were some big hits. I mean,
yeah, dude.
It was.
I love hockey so much.
It was pretty exciting to watch last night. I'm not gonna lie,
dude. I love it. So when I lived in Florida, I lived in Tampa, and me and my dad and my little brother, we went to a couple Lightnings games, and dude, they are They are so much fun. I love hockey games in real life.
Hockey games in real life are like second to almost nothing.
Nothing.
It's seriously so much.
The
fun.
intensity and the atmosphere is.
I mean, I go to semi-pro. I'm
right.
The walleye.
Yeah, go and watch that Toledo walleye, and you get so hyped you want to go out there and punch somebody. I can't imagine. The NHL games are 10 times that, man.
All right, so do you see? Have you ever seen their their pregame? With the lightning and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, it's so fucking sweet. I love that shit. I wish that there was some way, like if it was like a night game and like they could just have like actual like projections like that for the NFL.
Yeah.
Oh, could you imagine?
It would get you hyped.
Oh yeah, and I mean, so last series against the Islanders, the Lightning were up and down. I mean, there was a game that they won 8-1. You know what I mean? But it was physical the whole time.
Yeah.
And that's how the Lightning play. They are a big physical team, and they are just going to dominate the fuck out of you. And I don't think the Canadians have anything to combat that. I mean, I know that they played really well and really physical against the Golden Knights.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's gonna be 4-0
No, I think they'll win 2. They'll probably get the first 2 in Montreal, but I could see it being I would say probably 4-2, something like that, 5 or 6 games.
And you know what? I'm actually kind of pissed that the first 2 games are in Montreal, and I'm kind of pissed about it because
Canada's Tampa.
Or no, I'm sorry, the next 2 games.
Yeah,
my bad.
Yeah.
The next 2 games are in Montreal, and I'm kind of pissed about it because one, if they do go 4-0. Winning the Stanley Cup in Canada with no fans is gonna suck. That is gonna be the worst shit ever.
Yeah, it sucks for us as a viewing pleasure, but I don't think those guys care. Championship's a championship.
A championship is definitely a championship, and they will have their boat party in Tampa. If Tampa goes 2-2 this year, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. If they get 2 boat parades, I'm gonna fucking lose it. But I almost hope that they get a gentleman's sweep instead of a 4-0 sweep, just so that they can celebrate in Tampa with fans.
The fans. Yeah. I mean, absolutely. And I think that's how every team, they always want to win it. You always want to win it on your home floor.
Lightning, throw one of your games.
Throw one of them. Just throw one of them in Montreal.
Winning game 5.
Go up 3-0. Throw the 4th game and then win the 5th. Just come back. Yeah. Because I mean, when it's like in the NFL, like when there's fans there, you don't care because you're gonna have your own fans in the stands for the championship game, no matter where you're playing at.
Well, did you see the stands last night? There was a lot of Canadians fans there, man.
Yeah, because they can't go to the games in Canada.
I know there was a lot of red in Tampa last night, but it was still loud as shit. It was awesome.
Oh yeah. And so, like I said, but like now with Canada still locked down and like all that COVID shit's going on up there, it would just almost feel hollow. You know what I mean? Until they had their celebration in Tampa.
Right. So let's transition from one sport that Derek's okay with to a sport that he absolutely gives no shits about. Let's go to the other side of the pond. Their football over there.
Oh, let's go, dude.
I'm
loving the Euro Cups. I'm loving the Euro.
So if anybody doesn't know, the UEFA is going on right now, which is the European. Pretty much everybody's, nations cups are going on right now. But so the United European Football Associations, Derek, if you didn't know what UEFA stands for.
No idea. Thank you.
So they're playing right now. So this would
ask him what it means again right now because he doesn't remember.
So this would be the teams that they compete against to qualify for the FIFA World Cup. So this is France is what we're going to talk about here. France was heavy favorite coming in to this. They're loaded.
It was France or Italy, right? Like that's who was thought to win this.
I'm pretty sure France was the top dog when it came. They were the favorite.
And Italy's been doing really well too.
Well, yeah, Italy's been playing good. Spain's been playing really good. So I watched every single minute of this game yesterday. France. So it's round of 16. France is playing Switzerland. Switzerland comes out hot, scores in the first 15 minutes, 1-0. And then France has been struggling this tournament, but they've been winning. And they came out. Benzema scored 2 goals within 90 seconds of each other. And it was just like, all right, now France is starting to dominate. And then it was like the 50-something minute, 60th minute or whatever into the game, second half, and Paul Pogba just Sports Center top 10 puts a freaking bender into the top 90-degree corner and freaking puts them up 3-1. And it was just like there was like 20, 30 minutes left, and you're just thinking game over. Well, you were wrong, because here come the Swiss. Those freaking guys from Switzerland were just freaking, they did not give up. And I think this it comes down to, I've always could bring up actually a good question when it comes to substitutions, especially like in like soccer, is France subbed out Benzema because he was hurt. They started subbing out, they subbed out offense for defense to protect the lead. And then all of a sudden, Swiss comes rolling back, and it's 3-3. They score in the 90th minute. And now you're playing an extra time. And now you have a couple of your 2 of their best scorers, their 2 top forwards outside of Mbappe, were out of the game. So now they're playing. Now they got to try and win a game without 2 of their top 3 scorers. And I think that was just the nail in the coffin. Swiss had all the freaking momentum. And then freaking Mbappe. I fucking love this dude. He's 22 years old. The last World Cup, he made his debut at 18 and was just dominant, and he's like the next best thing. And this dude has just absolutely laid a freaking egg these last couple of weeks in this tournament, and it's freaking embarrassing. So can France turn it around by the World Cup? Because I think next year is the new FIFA World Cup.
It is. And go ahead, Derek. Go ahead. I know you want to say something. I want your 30-second take on this. I want your 30-second take on this.
Look, the 30-second take is just because I know how to get my opinion out in a timely manner. Okay. It is all very. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. When like the United States women like won it and everything, I watched the World Cup.
You're right.
It's I enjoy the World Cup, and mainly because I like shitting on other countries. I really like, that's my favorite thing to do. But it doesn't. I don't get to do it often, so it's kind of
stretch. Nah. Okay, yeah. So, so yeah. With the women, it sucks because our women are so great. Like every year, they are fantastic, and the guys just can't get their shit together. But when it comes to with France and coming into the World Cup next, I think the qualifiers start. Actually, I think the qualifiers start at the end of this year.
Yeah, it's typically about 6 months or to a year before.
Yeah, so the qualifiers start. I mean, I think that they're going to be able to pull it and pull it out, and I think France will get in. Like you said, Mbappe is. I mean, they're too good. I mean, their actual
offense is so good. Paul Pogba is one of the best midfield defenders in the game, and he's just. I mean, if you ever watch them, if you watch them actually play, it's. When they're rolling, they're
it's almost like one mind. It's like the whole team is like just one mind.
But does a performance like this discourage them? You know what I mean?
Listen. Does it suck for the Euro Cup? Yeah. I mean, you're out in the round of 16 to Switzerland. You don't want that shit. Not when you're the heavy fucking favorite. But when it comes to World Cup, you're playing at a different level. Like, you have to be able to get this out of your mind and just come into the World Cup, ready to go. And I think that's what they're gonna do. I mean, I don't foresee them missing. Not with this team. Honestly, not with this team. And it sucks that because they lost off of Mbappe's penalty, right? That's how they lost.
Yeah, he was the last one that got stuffed. Yep.
Yeah, and
he missed some easy shots too.
He's young. I mean, he's young.
He's
like
only
you
22.
said. Yeah, he's young. Like you're just gonna have to.
Yeah,
I don't know how else to say. I don't know how else to
agree.
say it except for like just experience. Like you're just gonna have to get experience. You're just gonna have to play more. Hold on, I think it's gonna come up right now. Hold on. Yeah, that Jesus Christ, dude! You saw that. Like, I know it's tough to fucking stop yourself when you're mid kick, but you saw the goalie just lean into his right so fucking hard. That sucks. That is rough. Yeah. Mbappe. Yeah, I mean, Mbappe's young. The team is great. World Cup, here we come. You know what I'm saying? France.
Yeah.
Let's go. But
I agree. I think they can turn around too, but I just was curious.
But
what Kenny thought. I know Derek would not know.
USA. We're
Always.
not going anywhere.
USA all the way.
The women's World Cup is better.
Easily.
Oh, Ronaldo's out, right? Like, am I missing? Did I miss that? Ronaldo's out now.
He is.
Did Portugal not lose?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't been paying attention to the other ones. I've only been.
I could have sworn. Hold on. Give me
Portugal.
Give me 2 seconds. I will let you know if Portugal lost.
Yeah. So Derek.
Oh my God.
Derek loves them football. Do you even know any soccer players, Derek?
Portugal. Yeah, they lost to Belgium. I knew it. They lost to Belgium on Sunday.
No, just the ones that are famous and that I don't even know if he plays still. So.
All right.
No.
So okay, so we got my soccer. I got the soccer.
Dude, I'm loving it. Like I
enjoy watching soccer. I
did too. Like I mean, I've kind of gotten into this like weird stage because we missed so much sports last year. Where I would literally watch
everything.
I watch anything that's on that I can watch, and like that's how I got into lacrosse because it's on NBC, and that's how I've been watching more soccer and more hockey, and I find everything that I mean every little thing that I can find about a sport that I love. It just makes it better for me, and that's just the beautiful thing about sports. You know what else is beautiful? Shohei Ohtani's fucking swing.
Oh
my God.
Shohei.
All right. You guys, we got it. A guy plays baseball really well. All right.
He does. So we
he doesn't play it really well. He plays it the best of fucking ever. He's better than fucking Babe Ruth. Never say that fucking name again. Shohei Ohtani is the greatest. This dude is a fucking monster.
So 2 crazy stats that came out of last night's game. So he hit a home run against the Yankees. And then he is now only 2 players in American League history have hit 25 plus home runs, 10 plus stolen bases, 75 plus pitching strikeouts in a career. One's Babe Ruth.
No, don't do that. Have Derek guess.
He saw the picture yesterday when I sent it. And then now Shohei Ohtani. The crazy stat is Shohei has done all 3 this season. And he is also the only American League pitcher to bat for himself in the DH era.
That is crazy. This dude is too good.
And
I know we talked about it before.
He just homered again tonight against the Yankees.
Tonight too?
Back-to-back nights. Yep.
Oh my God. Dude, he's too good. He's too good. He's too good. Okay. Yes, we can talk about Shohei all fucking night, and I'm down with that. I think that he should stop pitching 100%.
I disagree.
Listen to me. This dude needs to be. Okay, let me rephrase this. This dude should not be in the regular lineup. I think we talked about this a couple weeks ago. I think he should be pitching every 10 to 14 days. I do not think that he should be in that lineup like a constant at all. But I think that what he's doing, like historically, is we're gonna be talking about him like we talk about Babe Ruth. And that's not even a joke. Like that's not me trying to fucking gas him up. That's not me trying to just
if he stays healthy.
If that's not, yeah, that's
he's
not
already
me
had
trying
Tommy.
to.
I'm pretty sure he's already had Tommy John surgery once. So
yes, he has. But if he stays healthy,
but the surgeon was great. He's gonna be fine.
The surgeon was a fantastic.
Right. Yeah.
Best in the country.
I think his name was Tommy John.
Don't make that joke.
But yeah, so
so apparently we can't make any jokes, Nick.
Yeah, this is the no fun zone. This is Kenny's no house of fun.
Yeah, I'll just cut it out.
I'm not cutting that out. Listen, hand to God, I will not cut out anything in episode unless it's.
Don't worry about it.
Unless it's last week.
The Den will touch on all of these jokes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
if you want good jokes, just stay tuned to the normal original podcast.
Shut up, because I'm not cutting your shit out. I'm just playing. Okay.
All right.
So let's get to Derek's favorite subject.
Thank God, guys. I know it's been a long podcast up until now. I get it.
It's been an hour.
It's been an hour.
Not even.
Everyone was struggling getting through all this NBA fucking soccer shit. I got it, guys. We got your NFL for you. This is Derek's Corner here. All right. Let's start.
Graphic for that, Derek's Corner.
That's right. NFL players, they are now allowed to wear a second helmet with their throwback jerseys. What does that even fucking mean?
Dude, I'm so fucking pumped about this. Okay, so when it came back in, I think 2013-ish,
something like that,
they were allowed to wear different helmets. And then the whole concussion thing started happening. And
different helmets meaning throwback helmets.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Not throwback helmets as in like we're wearing.
You're not wearing leather helmets, yeah.
Yeah, but throwbacks like with the design. But anyways, so what happened was with the concussion stuff started happening, they fitted them for one helmet and they were only allowed to wear one helmet through the year.
Okay.
Starting this 2022, they are going to be able to be fitted for a second helmet, which I don't know why you're putting a fucking number on this. They literally walk through a fucking room. The equipment manager fits them for a fucking fits their sizes for their helmets, and they build their helmet. Like it's not hard to build 3-4 helmets in that same exact size. Stop being stupid. Being stupid. But it allows them, like let's say teams like the Titans to actually have the Oilers helmets. It allows other teams to have their old style again, and so when they have their retro jerseys or their throwback jerseys, or they could even go with the color rush. Like let's say it's fucking the Titans, and instead of doing the Oilers, you want to do your color rush. You could have an actual different helmet for your color rush.
Right. But it has to have their logo on it.
It has to have a logo, but
so like the Lions, like the Lions couldn't do the Thanksgiving Day helmets where they were.
Well, what about the Browns? They don't have a logo on it at all. Like,
it has to be the same style. So it has to be the stripe down the middle, but it could be a different color.
Right. That was kind of lame.
I'm not saying the Browns should change their helmet. Honestly, God, I'm not saying they should.
But it was pretty. I thought that was pretty lame because I love the Lions Thanksgiving Day unis. Just the plain silver helmet with the blues.
It's such a big deal. Do a silver helmet in a fucking the new helmet. Whatever.
Literally just flop the colors. Just have a blue line on a silver helmet.
It's this, but why do you have to have it? Like, why can't you just do the silver helmet with a new helmet that is concussion up to protocols?
Right? Why does
it's the silliest fucking thing?
Why does the logo I don't understand why they're making such a unless it has something to do with like branding and like deals with like Nike and whoever's doing jerseys and all that stuff.
Quit finding guys for wearing weird socks or
cleats or whatever.
The cleats fucking kill me, dude.
They act like they're doing the players such a service by they're going, this month you guys can wear cleats for an organization you want to support. Why aren't they just out there fucking wearing cleats, whatever the fuck they want?
Like baseball, they can wear like
basketball.
Freaking Bauer wears freaking cleats all this time with the freaking stuff on them.
I'm just like the NFL.
Did he wear Rugrat? Was it Rugrats?
I don't know, but I know he did wear the one. He wore cleats with Castellanos running over Yadier Molina and flexing on him like this. I mean, Bowers.
He's such a fucking troll, dude. Yeah. He's such a fucking troll.
Yeah. So like, I don't understand why that. Like the NFL makes such a big deal.
The NFL does so many things right or better than everyone else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they do certain things where they're just like
completely.
They're way behind on other things. Yeah. So who cares? I don't give a shit what a person's cleats are. Right. I guess the uniform is okay.
Keep it in a color scheme, fine.
Sure.
Like,
but
yeah.
All right. So for me,
who gives a shit? Wear a bright orange cleat. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Like for me, NBA, they wear different weird color shoes all the time.
Yeah. Cleats don't matter because you know what? You're not seeing their feet.
Yeah.
At all. Ever.
You're not paying attention. You're not.
The
ref's not looking at what color cleats they're wearing as to who's blocking who. You know, it's jerseys, it's pants. So
I'm all right with the helmets having to be a certain not colorway. Obviously, it's got to be part of the uniform, but I'm all right with it having to have some kind of symmetry to it. You know what I mean? Like it can't just be like a fucking far out there kind of fucking helmet. I get that, but the whole thing that it's a second one. If you're gonna do 2, do 4. If you're gonna do 4, do 8. Like if you're gonna have a different jersey,
why put a number on it?
Yeah, have a different helmet for a different jersey.
I
want different helmets for away and home. I want different jerseys for color rush versus retro. I want all that shit.
I want my options on. Like we used to get on NCAA football, where I could pick through like 20 different freaking jerseys.
Yeah, you get the throwback 1998,
and I can mismatch helmets and pants and shit. Like, who cares?
As a viewer on TV, I would kind of care if they kind of got crazy with that shit because it would be really fucking confusing. But I agree with you.
Kenny, do you want to go ahead? I see you have a list. I don't know if Nick made a list.
No,
here.
I do. No. Okay, so all right, listen. What? We are going to do our list at the end. We will get through all of our other topics first. We're going to do our top 5 favorite retro jerseys. Derek's probably going to go off the cuff. I don't know what he's going to do.
I'm probably not going to do it because I wasn't prepared.
You're nuts.
Like an idiot. But I will give my opinions on your guys' list.
Okay. I'm all right with that. All
right. So let's move on to the next topic. The NFL is beginning to take bids for a new city to host the Combine. What are your guys' thoughts? Because I've got thoughts.
Great idea. In my opinion,
I love it. I love it.
I think it's smart because one, there are fans that attend the Combine,
and it's not like the draft though. Don't start playing this like the draft.
I'm not playing it like the draft. I'm just saying I think it's smart. Just because, I mean, it's Indianapolis and it's a Combine. First of all, who gives a shit where it's at? That's my
1,000%. 1,000%. Who cares? So just leave it in fucking Indy.
So why not? But like, why not go to? If it's me, I think it should be in every NFL city, and they just rotate it every year. It's in a different city every freaking year. You got 32 teams. It's in 32 different cities.
But here's the problem with that. Okay. So I do care to an extent. It needs to be in a dome.
Oh, 100%. Yes.
Every team has an indoor practice facility.
Fuck that. If you do this in practice facilities, there's no hosting to that shit.
You can't host 32 different teams, coaches, and scouts. You can't host fans. I've been in the Detroit Lions indoor facility. It's not big enough to host a Combine.
But Detroit's got a dome.
Exactly, Detroit's got a dome, but I'm saying if anyone else's indoor facility is, the equivalent of what the Lions is, there's no way they can host it. So I do think it needs to be in a dome because you can't mess with these guys.
No, 100%.
This is their trying to showcase their talents. You can't have weather interrupting that. I think it's weird, but then again, I also thought it was weird when they took the draft out of New York. You know what I mean? And now it's common. Now I'm used to it. Oh, they're going to move the draft, yearly, and they're going to do bids and stuff like that.
Okay, so go on.
So I believe I love the fact that it's in Indianapolis because I love the city. Actually, I love it, and I think it's tradition, and I think people that go to the draft, writers and beat writers and all that, they enjoy it because it's familiar to them. Hosting it at other places, why do the Colts coaches and scouts get to just go to work every single year during the scouting combine, and everyone else has to travel? That's another.
No one cares. No one cares. You're flying on a private plane to Indianapolis, where all of the amenities are set up to host this place.
Yeah, and
this whole thing.
I think the city. I think it'll really hurt Indianapolis. Quite honestly.
Listen, I mean,
Indy's not restaurants and stuff.
Indy will do just fine without that.
Indy's not going to suffer to the point where people are going to start shutting down. They have the Indianapolis 500 every year. They got two of them. Honestly, they got two of them. They got the fucking NASCAR Indy 500, and they got the F1 Indy 500.
The NFL Combine doesn't draw that much fan attention.
It doesn't draw fan attention. It does draw scouts. It does draw agents. It does draw teams.
But I think if you move the city to a different city, I think you can get fan engagement up. Because I think if
do you want fan engagement?
But here, absolutely, you want fan engagement. There's fans. There's fans. You want fans at everything. There's fans at the combine. Mm-hmm. Okay, so here's the thing. So let's just say, all right. Take this year, for instance. Jacksonville's got the #1 overall pick. Let's say Trevor Lawrence is not in the draft, okay? Because everybody's like, Trevor Lawrence for sure, #1 pick, whatever, right? Take Trevor Lawrence out of the equation.
Let's say that #1 isn't an obvious pick. That's what you're saying.
Right. But they're in Jacksonville this year, right? If I'm a fan of the Jaguars, let's say the Combine's in Jacksonville or in some Florida, in Tampa or wherever. I kind of want to go and check out all these sweet prospects and see honestly, who impresses me and whatnot.
Well, let's take it different. Let's say that the year that Tom Brady was in the combine, right?
Right.
It's in Detroit. I go to it because it's in Detroit. I know the place. I love the place. I go and watch. Now I'm sitting here telling you guys, I watched Tom Brady perform in the combine.
Right.
And he's arguably the best quarterback that's ever played. I mean, that would be cool just to watch. I mean, these are the best of the best, performing. I know it's probably
boring. I think it can reach. I think it reaches certain fans in a certain way. The same fans that go to training camp, like you said, we talked about it before. Like where it's not like but if fans want to go to it, they want to see these players. So like if I'm like I said, if let's just say like this year, if the Combine's in Florida and my team got the #1 overall pick, hey, I want to go check this out and I want to watch these guys. And if I have, I'm not an NFL scout or anything, but if I watch there and I go and I just see this one dude just look absolutely awesome, dropping dimes, runs a fast 40, doing everything right, and then my team doesn't take him, and then instantly, what am I going to do? I'm going to go to social media and I'm going to create a buzz, and people, it creates conversation. It keeps people talking about your product, and it's never a bad thing to have attendance at any event.
So I think that the people of Indianapolis have always had scouting combine, so they're kind of spoiled in the sense they're like, you know what, maybe I'll go next year.
Right.
And I think you're right. If they move it and you put the combine closer to someone who might have been interested on the west side of the United States or wherever it is,
right,
and it's easier or closer to get to, I think people that normally wouldn't travel to Indianapolis because it's such a far distance,
right,
would do it. And I think you're right. And I think it would give the opportunity for different fan bases to enjoy it.
Yeah.
I think the very saturated, very spoiled, in other words, Colts fans.
If it's me, like the NFL, I would like to see 3 rotations. You got East, West, and South. So you could go to LA, 1 year. You can go back to Indy and then go down to Florida or Atlanta.
I think setting it up like that, I think setting it up like that would be great. But the problem with that is
you'll never go to Florida. You'll never have this in Florida.
Well, I'm not saying I said Atlanta. I was saying South.
Atlanta would be fantastic.
Atlanta is different. Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's a bad idea for them to.
You have it up in Minnesota, like fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah, do it in Minnesota. Yeah, shit, do it in Minnesota.
It's a beautiful stadium.
Right.
I agree. I think moving it would be cool. I think it would give access to different fans. The problem is the bid. Who wants it?
Right.
And putting it outside is a real no to me.
I
don't think it's a good idea.
All right, so here we go. So you two had your little suck fest, and this is great. Okay, I'm going to tell you exactly right now why this needs to stay in Indy, and it has everything to do with how the city is set up. Okay, Indy, listen. Don't laugh. Why the fuck are you laughing? Like I know the fuck I'm
so serious right now.
Because I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about.
You're going full beast mode right now.
Talking about.
I know what I'm talking about. I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
All right, come on, let's hear it.
Listen.
Go.
All right. So Indianapolis and the Indiana Convention Center, Lucas Oil Stadium, and the surrounding area. The hotels, the restaurants, everything is connected. Me and Derek went down to the Big Ten championship game the very first year that it was there.
Yeah.
Or the very first year that it was a thing.
It was Ohio State versus Michigan State.
Michigan State, yep. And it was a fucking terrible night for us.
Yes.
But so you go to the convention center and it's got all the shit set up for you, right? And then there's a literal tunnel that goes right to Lucas Oil Stadium. Okay, so from there to there, and there's a tunnel that goes from from Lucas Oil Stadium and from the convention center to the main hotel that houses everybody that is around. So right there, you have easy access from your hotel to the stadium to the convention center where they're gonna hold a bunch of shit, especially during the combine. Okay, and then you have all the restaurants around. There are everything outside. I mean, there's. I think St. Elmo's is out there. There's a bunch of different steakhouses out there. All that stuff where the coaches and the scouts and the agents are going to go because a bunch of illegal stuff, hand quotes, are happening during the combine because it's right before the tampering period. And all that shit gets done at the combine. All that stuff is set up for these guys to just go from one place to the other and not have to be
the convenience of getting around in Indianapolis.
And
who fucking cares about
everybody? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Listen to me. The NFL does not care about monetizing the fucking combine.
Oh, you're a fucking idiot if you don't.
If you don't think it's about money.
Hold on. If you think that they care, you're fucking stupid. Because if they cared, they would have done it a long time ago. This is not about them monetizing this. This is about.
Then why are they bringing?
Because Indianapolis. This happens every 5 years. Indianapolis's contract for the combine is just up. It is a thing. It happens all the time.
Indianapolis loves doing it, so they probably throw a shit ton of money at the NFL.
And they'll throw a shit ton of money at the NFL again, and Indianapolis will get it again, and that's how it's going to work.
Awesome.
I'm telling you right now, though, that the combine going from city to city every year won't happen. They have 3 to 5 year contracts.
Saying it was going to
every time.
I'm not saying it was going. I'm
saying that Indianapolis has it set up already. They've had the experience to do it.
Cool.
It is perfect for them.
Awesome. I get that. But I'm just saying, if a city throws more money at it than Indy, you don't think the NFL is going to go?
Yes, because the NFL is obviously the NFL is going to take it. They don't give a shit.
But you just said they don't. But you just said they don't care about monetizing the draft or the combine. So you just contradicted yourself right there.
No. I meant monetized towards fucking fans. I didn't mean monetized towards a fucking city.
Well, but still. They're going to take whoever gives them the most money. So let's just say if LA or Atlanta give them more money, boom.
They're going to go where the money is.
You think the NFL is going to go, well, Atlanta gave us more money, but Indy's already set up for the combine.
No, yeah, that's what. Yes, of course, but listen.
So then your point's.
I don't know numbers. I don't know fucking numbers.
Then your point makes no sense.
Yes, it makes sense.
It's whoever's going to give them the most money.
I'm saying that Indianapolis is already there. They've done it before. They've done it well.
The NFL does not care about logic.
Listen, guys.
It's the no fun league, Kenny.
I want to end this topic by saying that if anyone wanted to talk about anything tampering with me, I will be at the food court at the Cinnabon. And that's where you'll find me. Nick, let's talk about your
fuck a good steak. I just want a good Cinnabon.
That's right.
Right.
And it's cheaper.
Very true.
Nick,
Yeah.
you were very upset when the Steelers got rid of their starting guard, David DeCastro.
Very upset.
Did you cry?
DeCastro.
I did not. Like Derek even brought it up when I said it. Is apparently they just think 40-year-old Ben Roethlisberger with no line is just what it takes to get it done.
Yeah.
And I felt like it at first. It's just like, okay, you just got rid of a Pro Bowl guard. And then I read into it. And you see the reports that DeCastro got hurt end of the season last year, played through an ankle injury, and apparently it's not healing right. It's not
40 years old.
Well, DeCastro is not that old.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let me not exaggerate for 2 fucking seconds. I just fucking cried about Indianapolis not having the fucking combine, but I can't exaggerate for 5 seconds about a fucking age. Let's go.
No, because he's probably 30. But I'm
31 and I feel like I'm breaking down, so I can only imagine how that feels.
But now all is right with the world because now they've signed Pro Bowl guard. I think it's Trey. I think it's how you would say it.
Oh my God! I wish you knew how to say people's names.
They got Trey Turner, not to be confused with the shortstop that plays for the Washington Nationals.
No one would have confused that.
Yeah. Well, most
not Derek's corner, we wouldn't.
Right.
Not Derek's corner. Not up in here.
So I guess I'm good. I mean, you replaced a Pro Bowl guard with a Pro Bowl guard.
Are you though?
Because I like
your line is still not great.
No, but you at least filled a hole. You at least filled a hole.
You didn't get worse. That's for sure.
I'm surprised that they released him though, because Pittsburgh's been pretty good with injuries and taking care of the players.
Very, very player oriented.
Unless they released him and said, "Hey, like, you know, now you're free rent. Like, you do what you got to do. You know, you go play wherever you want, or contemplate." Like DeCastro even said he's evaluating his future now of if he's even going to play with this injury. So, ipso facto, the Steelers line still blows, even though they added a Pro Bowler.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, I
think do not take Najee Harris early because he will not produce behind that line.
Yeah, still it's gonna be. Yeah, I mean they did right. I mean, at least they got it right. Got rid of a Pro Bowler to get a Pro Bowler. So
so you know, if he's not healing right, he's not gonna be able to perform at his highest level.
Right.
They're gonna get rid of him. They didn't get worse. Maybe got a little bit better. Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah. Right.
But definitely didn't get worse, which is the biggest thing.
That's important because I mean, for fuck's sake, can you get worse?
Well, I mean, shit. I mean, we were like Pittsburgh was like the freaking Ohio State basketball team last year. We outplayed expectations, and then everybody's like so surprised.
11-0, yeah, of course you did.
And then everybody's so surprised when they lose like 4 or 5 games to end the season. It's like I really wasn't surprised by it.
Yeah, you were holding your breath the entire time.
I was sitting here every game, just like, we won 11-0. We went 11-0. We went 11-0. I don't care that we're 11-1. I don't care we're 11-2. I don't care we're 11-3.
I was not shocked because they hadn't played a tough schedule, and I didn't think they were going to be that great anyway coming into the year. I thought missed the playoffs, probably 8-9 wins, and then they start off 11-0. I mean, I'm excited. Like, cool, we're winning. Like, awesome. But then when they did that losing streak, I'm just like, I'm not
makes sense,
shocked. Right. This is the team I was looking for. Where have you guys been?
They are who we thought they are who we thought
they were.
Yeah.
All right. So, Kenny, before we get to your guys' retro stuff, I do want to talk about this, and I can start from the bottom to the top or go in descending order here.
I knew you were working on something. What is it?
CBS ranked coaches for the top 10 coaches.
I saw this.
Right now.
I saw this was like 2 days ago, and I didn't send it to Derek because of the disrespect.
Well, I've only got the top 10 here. And I will talk to you about this. Before we even get into the top 10, they had Dan Campbell listed as the second to worst coach in the NFL.
31. They put him 31.
I'm gonna take my bias out of it. You two, do you agree with that position?
I got all of it for you, bud.
I mean,
He's unproven.
He's never been a head coach.
I will give you not wrong because he has intern.
Yeah, well,
but I get you. Sure,
I mean, I mean, like Kenny said,
but it was like all year that year.
Well, who was worse? That's what I want to know. Who they
Houston. What Houston's coach?
The old, yeah.
God, what is his name?
That 70-year-old.
Yes, that motherfucker. So stupid. Yeah. I mean, Houston is a fucking dumpster fire, anyways. But that
I don't think it's fair that he was that low, but it's also not unfair that he's that low just because he's new. And
David Coley, that's his name. David Coley.
I mean, it is what I mean. I wouldn't be like pissed off if I'm a Lions fan just because you don't know.
For me, it's the disrespect. Okay, like there are other coaches. He is unproven, but there are other coaches that have proven that they are worse. You know what I mean? It's not that he's proven that he's better. It's that they have proven that they are worse. That's what gets me. And I don't know who made the list. I saw the article and I saw that he was 31 and I was like, wow, you're just fucking okay. So you're just like, all you're doing is taking like first year head coaches and you're just like, we're just gonna put them down here because no one cares about them.
Now I'm looking at this list and I'm pissed at let's
go down. Do you want me to start at number 10 and move up?
Tell me where Mike Tomlin's at.
Well, let's just go bottom to top.
Okay. So you wanted to know where Mike Tomlin is at? Mike Tomlin is at number 10.
Absolutely. Like, this is why you can't take
you can't take this shit seriously. This dude has gotten the Steelers to the playoffs for 17 years. I feel like that's a bit long, but I feel like that's about right.
Hasn't been that long because his first season was 2008 when they won the Super Bowl.
So 12?
Yeah.
12. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm still in the double digits here.
Okay, so
anyway, 12 years. This dude has gotten to the playoffs. I don't care if it's a fucking wild card game. I don't care what the fuck it is. He's gotten them to the postseason for 12 fucking years.
Well, not that. They missed last year before the year.
Postseason.
Yeah, they didn't make it 2 years ago.
Oh, 2 years ago.
Okay. But yeah, they're pretty much a playoff team every year under Mike Tomlin.
Yeah. That's stupid.
So, okay, but now we got to look at the other people. Have they had more success? Have they had more success recently, which is a big thing, with this league? And then career success.
Okay, then
you're right.
Hold on.
Then I want your explanation for when we get to three positions, when we get to the third one from him. But
okay, yeah, sure. So Matt LaFleur, great success, has been to an NFC championship. Has not gotten to the Super Bowl yet, but once again, what have you done for us lately? Yeah. And he's done more than Tomlin. Lately.
I'm okay with him 9-10.
This is the nicest thing you've said about the Packers
ever.
He's a good coach.
30 years.
Yeah.
He is a good coach.
Hate the players, respect the coaches.
Yeah.
The only reason why they're getting to the NFC Championship is because of him.
That's correct. And it's not because of Rodgers, that's for sure.
Aaron Rodgers ain't shit without LaFleur.
That's right.
Yeah, he didn't have 15 other seasons before LaFleur.
Mike McCarthy, baby. Now the next one. And although I like this guy a lot, I would put him in the probably top 10 right now. Bruce Arians is the next one. Number 8.
I'm sorry. All right, I'm all right with 8.
Well, you always got to listen.
You won't be.
Okay. So is this the one you're complaining about now?
Absolutely.
Okay.
If you're going to complain about Mike Tomlin and what have you done for me lately, here you go.
Okay. Pete Carroll is number 7.
Okay, what the fuck? I'm sorry. What? How the fuck is Bruce Arians below Pete Carroll?
This is why you don't read these things.
Oh, no, I'm glad we are, because this is going to give me like 20 minutes of a rant that I just did not know I was going to go on about Bruce Arians. You can't. Okay, listen. Pete Carroll has got career stuff. He's won a Super Bowl.
I think Arians
back in 2005. That's
He's been to two.
Way
He's
off.
been to
Way
two.
off. I know. Okay, I'm just exaggerating here, but it was
Right.
a long fucking time ago when he won that Super Bowl.
But I mean, let me tell you a story of a man named Marshawn Lynch on a and goal
I
situation.
could just walk that thing in.
Oh
I could just walk that thing in.
That alone should keep him out of the top 10.
Yeah, that was the word. I don't care if the offensive coordinator is the one calling the plays. As a head coach, you hear that go through your headset.
Guys,
you're like, hello, is this on? Is this on?
Guys,
excuse me, we're not running that. Sorry. Oh.
It was not the Seahawks' failure. It was the fact that Matt Patricia made the greatest call in the history of NFL football.
That was also the nicest thing you've ever said about Matt Patricia. You're on a fucking roll tonight.
No, that was loaded with sarcasm because that son of a bitch goes, do you while he was a head coach of the Detroit Lions, they go, do you think it's your scheme? And he goes, well, probably isn't my scheme because I made one of the greatest calls in the NFL history. And I'm just like, go fuck yourself, you fat fuck. Now,
no, Pete Carroll.
Pete
Carroll.
Can I get into? I'm gonna interrupt here.
No.
Yeah, Hawks are up 10, and Giannis is being helped off the court right now.
Oh shit!
So looks like
Hawks
apparent knee injury. It's looking like.
Oh shit!
And he looks like he's in a lot of pain.
This is Derek's corner. Damn it.
Okay, but yeah, go ahead, Derek. This is just quick tidbit.
We'll talk about it at the end. Go ahead.
Sean McVay. I don't agree that he should be this high.
Absolutely not.
Been to one Super Bowl, lost Super Bowl. I don't think he should be this high. I think he should be under Bruce Arians for sure.
He should be under Bruce Arians, but Bruce Arians also should not be at fucking 8. That's
right, and he should probably be under Pete Carroll as well.
Yep.
Quite honestly.
And you can say the same thing about the next guy.
Okay.
This one is definitely way too high.
Yeah.
All right. Give me this one before I start talking about fucking
Sean McDermott,
number 5, Bills coach.
Yep. Way too high. He still hasn't been to a Super Bowl.
For our just our audio listeners, I was just absolutely speechless for 5 seconds with a dumbass look on my face because what the fuck?
Number 5. And that. See, and this is why I brought up what have you done for me lately, because that's got to be what they are ranking.
Still, what have you done for me lately? He's gotten the Bills to the playoffs. Yes, 100%.
I don't know
they've
what
gotten better. I mean, they've
gotten better. I'm not saying that they're not. I'm not saying that they're not a good team.
I think I think this top 10 list is right. It's just way out of order.
I think they're missing. I think they're missing someone. If they're gonna take recent success, I think they're missing someone.
Okay, let's get through the list before you say who they're missing.
Sean Payton,
number 4.
I mean,
he's 4. I thought you were saying they're missing Sean Payton. I was
no, he's number 4.
no, Sean Payton is number 4.
Okay. Listen, he literally just lost to Bruce. What the actual fuck?
He's been, yeah. I think it's consistency over Bruce because Bruce has bounced around, quit, retired, did this and that. His consistency, but here's the thing.
So then why is Tomlin down at 10?
Yeah, consistency. Right. This list has no consistency.
Because him and Sean Payton are about the same.
That is also true.
I have
don't
no problem
believe
with him being top 10.
I don't believe Tomlin. Like in recent years, maybe Tomlin's been on the hot seat a couple times, according to writers. Whatever. If you want to believe the
that's because listen.
But
and I'm going to say this as a Browns fan, and I will put that out there right now. They're saying that because the Steelers are used to winning championships. They're used to being in AFC Championship games. They're used to being in Super Bowls. So when your coach gets you to the playoffs and you're going out in the divisional round every year, that's not what you're used to. That's not what you want. That's not what you strive for.
Yeah.
When you're the fucking when you're the Browns or the Lions, we get the playoffs and we're fucking. We already won the Super Bowl. That was our Super Bowl. When you're the Steelers, when you're the Patriots now, and like Dallas, even like they haven't been there in 20 years, but that's their expectation.
That's not their expectation. Fuck Dallas.
Well, okay,
Their
listen,
fans' expectation.
Jerry Jones and the fans, their expectation is Super Bowl or bust every year. And that's what I'm talking about. The Steelers, their Steelers are the Steelers are like AFC Championship and bust or better and bust. Okay.
I agree, and Tomlin's fell short, but I will say this. The Steelers, at least in recent years, have not been very hyped. Like you were saying last year, Nick, you were like, this team, 8 wins, maybe 9 wins. You know what I mean? You were very tempered in your expectations because the team wasn't real hyped. You know, what did you have, in certain spots? One of the teams that is hyped every single year due to the weapons they have are the Saints.
Yeah. No, yeah, no. You can
mention refs screwing you over or whatever you want to talk about because they will bring it up. But they have fallen short of expectations and their hype every year.
And I have no problem with Sean Payton.
He needs to be on this list. He needs to be lower.
100%. Like I said, he needs to be he should be on this list, just like Tomlin should be on this list.
Mm-hmm.
But 4 and 10.
I don't know how Tomlin's not number 1.
Okay, calm down. I know that's a joke.
That was a joke.
I know that's a joke, but calm down.
So I don't know what they're going with, whether they're going off, careers or whether they're going off recent last 3 years, last 5. I don't know.
Right.
Number 3 is. This one is going to get you. John Harbaugh.
I'm not. I'm okay. What? What? I don't know. Why you?
I'm very. What?
John Harbaugh's a great coach.
He's a great coach.
What?
Great coach. And I think he actually gets his team, who is typically underhyped, to play better than expected. I think he does get them to play higher than expectations. He's constantly got like the number 1 defense. He's constantly finding ways to win.
The greatest defensive coach ever.
When did you start sucking a Harbaugh dick? This one down here, I understand that. When did you start sucking a Harbaugh dick? You're down there. For me, you're down there. Okay.
This is John. We're not talking about Jim.
And I'm the one recording, so everybody's going to see my screen. So the one down there, when did you start sucking a Harbaugh dick like that? Because holy goddamn fuck. Win. Okay.
John Harbaugh is better than
his brother. Absolutely. His brother is just a fucking.
Harbaugh's better. I would take Harbaugh over.
What did you just say to me?
He is better than Stefanski.
Absolutely. You can't say he's not.
You can't because he's.
Oh my God! Because he's had one fucking good year, you're gonna take Stefanski over Harbaugh?
Come on,
just leave.
Yes,
just go.
100%.
Why do you even do this? Why do you even do sports podcast? If you're gonna say that,
because I actually have a brain. I have a brain.
Oh my God!
Harbaugh cannot coach. He cannot coach better than Stefanski. You're fucking crazy. You're fucking crazy. Stefanski just actually took a shit team, an actual shit team.
What?
My team.
One of the best rosters in the NFL.
Now.
For the last 3 years.
Because of who?
Your
Stefanski.
Your GM put it together. That's
Andrew Berry and Stefanski have been there together.
Yeah, because you're
together.
Okay,
Jesus
cool.
Christ,
but that doesn't make you a better coach because you have better players.
No, Harbaugh, it makes him a better coach because he was able to take a shit team and turn it into a fucking playoff team.
How many Super Bowls does Stefanski have?
How many Super Bowls does Harbaugh have?
More than 0.
1.
Yeah, that's more than
How
Stefanski.
long ago? How long ago?
Okay. How many number 1 defenses has Stefanski?
How many AFC titles has he have?
I don't give a flying fuck. He's a brand new coach. Literally his second season.
With the Browns?
Yes. Wasn't
he with the Vikings?
Season. Not as the head coach.
No. Well, whatever. Okay, cool. Yeah, but he also has a fantastic roster.
All right, fine. Like I'm going to say this. Listen to me right now. Listen to me right now. I am calling it right now. Stefanski's a better head coach than John Harbaugh. We're going to come back to this in 5 years when Stefanski's already got when he's already got a fucking Super Bowl. He is a better coach. You are fucking stupid. This is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. What the actual fuck is wrong with
this? Is why people fucking hate Ohio State and Cleveland Browns fans, because of people like you that just get so pissed off because their coach isn't in a top 10 list.
Because listen to me. Listen listen to
one
me.
of the most stable teams.
No.
Listen
Listen to me. I am not saying Stefanski needs to be on this list. I am absolutely saying that Harbaugh does not need to be on this list. That's what I'm saying.
One of the most stable teams.
It's not his
in the NFL.
Fuck no.
Is the Ravens?
No. He is not. His defense is not a team because of him. His defense is a team because of his fucking defensive coordinator. Harbaugh has nothing.
Who hires the defensive coordinator?
Oh,
that's like that. The GM, the front office.
So the Browns are good because of Barry, not because of Stefanski.
Andrew Barry is Stefanski.
Stefanski.
They give it at the same time. You can't hide. Stefanski was there. Stefanski was there before Barry. Stefanski was there before Barry.
Your logic is saying that Barry is the one that hires the defensive and offensive coordinator, so the rest of it doesn't matter. That's your logic that you just said.
No, I'm saying that Harbaugh does not get the credit.
We're never going to get over 20 viewers with this. You say I have fucking terrible takes.
Listen,
Jesus Christ.
John Harbaugh hires his coaches. He hires the defensive coordinators.
I cannot get on board with sucking a Harbaugh dick at all. That is just how this works.
Don't let him deter you from how great John is.
Listen. He's a better coach than Jim. 100%.
Easily.
And he's better than you and Stefanski.
He's not better than Stefanski.
How can
we'll
you?
We'll come back.
This is like saying. Let's just see. Let's just say this is you pretty much saying like Trevor Lawrence plays 2 years and has 2 really good seasons. Okay, this is the comparison here.
Yeah.
And let's just say who's got one Super Bowl? Who's got one Super Bowl as a quarterback? I'm not going to say Tom Brady. Let's say Drew Brees. That's what you're comparing him to right now. You're comparing Trevor Lawrence to Drew Brees.
Give me Trevor Lawrence in 2 years.
Absolutely, because he's younger.
Give me Trevor Lawrence in 2 years.
We're talking about right now. First of all, if you're building an NFL team and I'm picking out of the poison, if I have, let's see, there's 2 guys left. I got John Harbaugh, I got Kevin Stefanski. 10 times out of 10, you take John Harbaugh. 10 times out of 10. If you're not a Browns fan.
I'm sorry, man.
I had no idea who Stefanski was before 2 years ago. Don't say because I'm a Browns fan. That's not how this works. I'm saying because I've seen what he can do and what he can do with the team on a field.
Yeah, with a really good roster. He's been.
I'm not saying we don't have the best roster in the fucking league right now. I'm literally sitting on a throne of Super Bowl or bust right now.
I just want to say this.
As a Browns fan, I am sitting on a throne of Super Bowl and bust right now. Don't come at me with the fucking over expectation bullshit because I already know I'm
it's over expectations. I'm not saying it's over expectations. I'm just saying, okay, Doc Rivers is slated as this great NBA coach. He won 1 championship with a team that was freaking loaded with Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen. What has he done since? Absolutely
Who
nothing.
says Doc Rivers is a great coach?
Why is he still coaching in the NBA? Obviously, people
because
think
he won a fucking NBA championship. They're gonna be on him all until he dies. Until he fucking dies.
Okay. But I'm saying he only won because he had a really, really good roster that Danny Ainge put together for him. The Browns are good because their roster is really good. They don't need Stefanski I'll give you that. He's a good coach right now, but he is not better than John Harbaugh right now.
Right now.
What do you need? Do you need a Super Bowl right now? Are you fucking with me?
What we need is we need Stefanski to have
right now
the same amount of success and consistency that Harbaugh has over his years.
Guess what? He
needs a coach 10 years.
I just don't understand, Kenny, why you are getting so pissed that we think John Harbaugh is a better coach than Stefanski.
Who has put together a fantastic career.
We're not saying Stefanski sucks. We're not
disliking him. Not by any means.
I would put him in this top 10 right now. Honestly.
That's the name that's missing. That's what I was going to say.
I would put him over freaking Sean McVay. I would put him over freaking Sean McDermott.
I would put him over Sean McDermott. I wouldn't put him over Sean McVay.
Sean McVay's fucking overrated. I don't like Sean McVay. I think he's
his offense. His offense is a fucking
cool. Be an offense coordinator then. You're not a head coach.
Maybe you couldn't even make one quarterback.
Hold on. His defense is really fucking good too. So calm down.
His defensive coordinator
is
really
now
fucking good.
According to you,
you're absolutely right.
According to you.
His defensive coordinator is really.
You're right. Les Snead hires good coordinators.
But what was John Harbaugh before he was head coach? Yeah.
Special teams.
Defense.
Special
and he helped with the defense.
Special teams.
Well, hold on. Stop.
I
I have this. Okay. Running backs coach, tight ends coach, special team, defensive back coach.
Who?
Defensive back coach? Harbaugh.
Harbaugh. Okay.
Head
so he did go
coach.
to defense. All right.
So
I thought he was.
He was the defensive back coach for all year.
Who was his first year?
Philly.
Who was his first year coaching?
2008.
With who?
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry.
Who was his first coaching? Yeah, who's his first
head coach? Head coach or his first coaching?
His head coach. His head coaching job. Who was his first job?
You know it's Baltimore because.
Right. And what year is it now?
Okay, that's been 12 or 13 years technically.
Yeah. So he's still there for 13 years.
And that's hard to do.
I think his first year they won 11-5.
He might have. I don't.
What was Stefanski's record his first year?
I'm sorry. He went 11-5 with Baltimore. When we all know that Baltimore is a better team than the Cleveland Browns were, especially back in 2008.
Not when he picked it up, maybe.
Are you fucking with me right now?
Let's just see. Joe Flacco was the quarterback.
You can literally say any name that you want, and it's better than the fucking Browns. Okay.
Oh, so Joe Flacco is better than Baker Mayfield.
I said in 2008, you motherfucker. Because Joe Flacco is definitely not better than Baker Mayfield. I'm just
okay, so there you go.
So he took over a worse quarterback, went 11-5.
Okay. A worse quarterback is a real tough way to put that.
Sure.
He still won a fucking Super Bowl with him.
Sure. Okay. Took over a worse running back. Still went 11-5.
He had Ray Rice. Ray Rice was pretty good.
Yeah, Ray Rice was really fucking good.
I would say Chubb is better.
I believe that he had.
I would say Chubb is better.
Yeah.
Who was the tight end?
I can't think of his name. I know you're talking about though.
Oh my God,
he was there
for
a
really good tight end
Heath.
too. Not Heath.
Not Heath. I was thinking Heath Miller. It's not Heath. Todd Heath.
Yes.
Todd
really
Heath.
fucking good.
Yeah. No, they had good players, but I'm saying Stefanski had good players too when he took over Cleveland 2 years ago.
Guys.
Odell,
but it's
Landry,
the fucking
Miles
Browns.
Garrett. That doesn't mean anything. If you have talent,
I'm sorry. Do you think that it does not mean anything? You're
it
nuts.
Doesn't. It doesn't. Look at the Cleveland Cavaliers. They were the laughingstock of the NBA until LeBron came around. I'm just saying.
They were the laughingstock for 2 years, and then he won the or then he got to the Super Bowl.
We are getting derailed. All I'm saying
is it's Kenny's fault. He's got a 62% winning percentage. Oh my goodness.
He does.
He's a.
I'm not saying he's not a good coach. I'm just saying.
Are. If you think
I'm saying that Stefanski is better than him.
No.
Go on.
Thank you. I would actually flip these two. But
that's what I feel about fucking Harbaugh. Go on.
I would flip these two based on careers. But Bill Belichick is number 2. But recent success might put number 1, Andy Reid, ahead of him. With the teams that he's putting together, he's been to 3 Super Bowls. Okay. He's won one of them. But Bill Belichick.
This is why this list is absolute dog shit.
Yeah, this list is absolute dog shit.
I can't believe CBS would even release this.
Yeah, if I was anybody, if I was even like an associate editor for the CBS Sports website, I would have looked at this dude and be like, "Bro, have you been drinking? Have you been smoking pot? Have you been doing coke? Because you're on 3 of them."
Next week, I'm giving everyone, including myself, homework. Rank your top 5 coaches in the NFL.
Ooh, I like it.
And I'm not talking about you can go however you want. You can say, well, based on his career, based on what I think they're going to do this year. What do you guys want to do? Anything, or do you want to do a very specific list?
I swear to God, Kenny.
I'm not.
Stefanski is number 1. I'm never coming back on the show again.
Stefanski, listen to me right now. Stefanski is not touching this list. Okay, if we're doing top 5 active.
Top 5 active. And we're talking. What are we specifying what the list is, or are we just saying blank top 5 coaches?
Yeah, current active head coaches.
I think that we should just go active, but I don't. Sure. Yeah. I want the name of whoever wrote this list off air, because I'm gonna write them a strongly worded.
Yeah.
This is the dumbest fucking thing. Okay.
You do not deserve to be paid.
You don't know.
Whatever you're being paid.
I don't listen. I don't care. I don't care if you paid CBS $100 to put this list on their website. They should have told you no. They should have like, we don't need your $100 for CBS. Get the fuck out of here.
Even $1 million, I still wouldn't have put this list on my site.
Because holy fucking hell, I love Andy Reid. I think I for the memes, 100%.
Yeah.
For the coaching he does on the field, 100%. But the fact that you think that you can put that motherfucker over, I just got so mad that I just blanked on everybody's thing.
Billy Bob Belichick.
Shit. Yeah, over Belichick, you're fucking crazy.
Yep, greatest coach ever
of all time.
Yep.
Not even just the greatest coach. He's one of the best GMs of our time, He finds
you
talent.
Want to talk about
he finds
winning
talent.
with nothing.
Yeah, he finds talent in the 5th, 6th, and 7th round that you just don't think is there, and he just develops it out of thin air. And he's a dick to everybody, and everybody loves it.
All right, we got fired up. Let's finish this with some unis here.
Let's end it.
I didn't think
we're gonna get fired up about jerseys.
I don't think so. I think this is straight opinion. So we'll just whichever one of you wants to go first.
Okay, so I'll start. I'll go number 5. I like I'm a fan of the throwback Broncos unis, the orange and the lighter blue.
Dude, let me tell you what, man. I was going back and forth. I was looking at them, and I have a different orange jersey on my list than everybody knows.
So number 5 for you.
Number 5 for me is Minnesota. I believe that we talked about this before. I love their purple jerseys. Their throwback purple jerseys. Like, think about like Dante Culpepper era, with like the yellow and
Randy
white.
Mouse.
Yeah, the yellow and white stripe, but like the yellow accent with the numbers and the letter, like, and the numbers in the name. Like, it was just enough yellow to make it pop, but it sat so well with that fucking like that royal purple. It was so great.
Kenny, you can edit this out maybe later. I'm not gonna make it to the end of this podcast. So if you guys wanted to just go over your lists and then you can end it and everything, but I'm not gonna make it. I've been trying. I can't hold it anymore.
You're good.
Go. Are you gonna come back? Or you're just gonna be gone?
I think I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna leave.
It shouldn't take too long.
Yeah, we'll be all right. Don't worry about it. We'll
see you guys.
I'll see you later, bud.
Assign new host.
Yeah. I was gonna say, don't forget to assign me. All right, so I got Minnesota number 5 with their purples.
For 4, I went with the old Houston Oilers throwbacks for the Titans.
Yeah,
I love those. I talked about that when we were talking before. That baby blue and red and white. It looks so good.
It looks so good. You're absolutely right. I loved those jerseys. When Eddie George first got into the league, I believe it was his first season, and then they went to Houston, or then they went to Nashville.
Tennessee, yeah.
God, dude, those jerseys were those were sick. Those were sick. My 4 for me is the old Jets uniforms. The greens.
The lime green.
Yes, with like Joe Namath. With the big white stripe on the sleeve. Yeah, I went with the Jets over the Eagles because they're about the same color. I think the Jets are more of like a lime green, but the Jets were more like Kelly green.
Yeah,
I think these pop better.
So I had an idea of who I went back and looked at, like that thing we posted on Twitter that I had pictures of some of those throwback unis. I also went with how some of them would pop right now.
Oh yeah. Could you imagine?
Yeah. So like with 3, I went with the creamsicles at 3. The Buccaneers throwback.
Oh, yeah.
Those were every time I played with Tampa on Madden, creamsicles.
Yes. So those are on my list. I believe it was 2002, 2003 with Mike Allstott.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes. And so when me and Derek were younger, we would I was obviously over at Derek's house like every day, and we would play Madden. and I think it was 2003, but because it was before the broken Mike Vick.
Yeah.
And I mean, you would play with Tampa. It was definitely 2003 because it was right after they won the Super Bowl in 2002. So you would play with Tampa, and you would have the creamsicles, and you would just run Mike Allstott just constantly and just win the game, and that's just how you won. Oh, yeah. I have them on my list too, just not at number 3.
Yeah. Okay.
Number 3 for me is Atlanta. The black and red, like I know it's just a red accent, but I mean those black jerseys are just fucking sick.
Well, you're going? Are you going like I think they used to have a red helmet with the black hawk in it too?
They did, and that jersey that helmet was awesome.
Because that's again, Madden, I think the Falcons. That's why I always put those red helmets on.
And I do believe I don't think they sell them anymore, but I think if I remember right, they actually had a red jersey at one point.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Legit, like a retro red jersey. But for me, it's the blacks. It's the black with the red accent. It's just, I mean, it's just classic. It's awesome.
Yeah. So, and then for 2, I went with the old Philly, the Eagles jerseys back from the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, the Kelly Green ones.
Yeah. And the only reason I did was on that tweet that I had on you, some guy posted in the comments Mike Vick in those jerseys, and it looked so freaking sick. I was just like,
oh yeah,
look so good right now.
Like, yeah.
Freaking Jalen Hurts would look so good in that uniform with that number 2. He would look so good in that. I was just like, those things are just like, wow.
Those things are fucking But I mean, like I said, I just went with the Jets. But I agree. Like I think we talked about it when we talked about the top 5 uniforms. Like right now, I said that if it was the Kelly Greens, it would be better. They would be better.
Yeah.
For me, number 2 is again another black jersey, but we're going with the Raiders.
Okay.
Just the black jersey with the silver letters. It's just, I mean, you can't go wrong. Like it's literally classic. It's awesome.
Yeah. So then for numero uno, I went, and this was also went off of those pictures that I saw. It was the New England Patriots with the white helmets with I think it's Billy the Patriot or whatever the heck.
Yeah, with the actual Patriot.
Like he's getting ready to snap the ball.
Yeah, snap the ball. Yep.
I saw that picture with Cam, and I'm just like, those look red jerseys, white helmet. Those things look
the red jersey ones.
Yes.
Yeah, the red jersey ones were sick.
Looked sick. That's why I went with that one, number 1.
Yeah. For me, it's the creamsicles.
Yeah. I'm not arguing.
I even have I had all 5 of mine pulled up. I even have Allstott's creamsicle pulled up.
Nice. Yeah.
I hate for me usually I hate like the yellowish gold or whatever, like when it's the primary color of a jersey, but there is always something about these fucking with the creamsicles that just works. It just pops. I love it. Oh man. Just looking at them, just in a year like 2022 when they get the can you imagine Tampa walking out with the creamsicles on with the old Buccaneer helmet, like with the actual Buccaneer. Oh my god, that would be crazy. Like retro, but obviously modern. Like they modernize.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Amazing.
Yeah, and that's what excited me. Just seeing like those they Photoshop that stuff on those guys in that tweet. I was just like, man, these are gonna look so freaking awesome.
Yeah, and like for me, like Atlanta has those great alternates already, like the transition, like ombre, what the fuck it's called, uniforms. But if they could work in, their old like black uniforms with or even the red uniforms with the red helmets.
Right.
Like just one time, I think that shit would be amazing.
Absolutely.
Oh man.
Giannis is out for the game.
Yes.
Officially.
Officially.
Yes.
Well, no. I was saying yes as in we need to talk about this. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not happy that Giannis is hurt.
He's officially been ruled out, and the Hawks are up by 23 in the fourth quarter.
What's the score?
A lot to a little. I think it was like it was like 83-60 or something like that.
I have it pulled up on ESPN right now. I have 87-68.
87-68
as of right.
Okay.
For me, it is still 9:55 left in the fourth quarter.
A lot of time left, but
yeah, Milwaukee has scored the last 6 points. But there's time left, and they are only down. They're down by 19, but with Giannis out, I don't see them coming back to win this.
Have you seen the video?
I haven't seen the video yet.
It does. It's awkward. I don't know if it's like nothing that like goes, oh my God, he's like done for his life or anything like that.
Right. How does he like what describe it?
He just kind of landed awkward, and it wasn't like his knee buckled or anything. I don't know. He just went right down to it and held on to his left knee, and you could tell he was hurting.
Did he land squarely on his left leg?
No, he was like
as he landed, he just held his knee.
Yeah, like when he was coming down.
But you don't you don't see him hyperextend his knee at all or anything like that, right?
I don't think so. I watched it live, so that's why you'll see if you go rewatch the video. I'm just standing like because Giannis is like holding his knee. Yeah. It's like did that just really happen to Giannis? So I haven't really got to look at the breakdown of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see if it's on Twitter.
See if there's like a slow mo.
Yeah, I'm pulling up Twitter real fast to see if it's on there.
Freaking ads.
Dude, I can't stand ads.
Like, I know.
It's
free content, stupid. So you can't complain.
I know. All right, here we go.
Yeah, he's going up for that it kind of hyperextended on him.
Yeah, left knee.
He's going up to grab a rebound. It just
all right, let's stop fucking bullshit. I don't need to see everybody's fucking reaction to it. All right, he goes up for the blockade. He did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hyperextended his left knee. Oh, damn.
And he goes straight down, holding it, man.
Yeah, he lands on his left foot. Oh shit. Okay, so I can't see who it was. Okay, so I'm trying number 15 for the Hawks.
Bogdanovich.
Yeah, okay, so Bogdanovich, he goes up for an alley-oop essentially, right?
Yeah.
And as he comes down, his right leg plants and Giannis's left leg plants underneath him, and Bogdanovich's leg kind of moves back. Ugh. And it hyperextends Giannis's left knee. And this, I'm not joking, man. His whole knee and leg is way behind his ankle. He looks like a fucking
like Willis McGahee.
He looks like a flamingo standing.
Ugh.
Like if you've ever seen a flamingo try to walk, that's what he looks like right now. And I mean, he obviously instantly goes down. If he's able to come back for Game 5, I will be surprised. That injury is
not good.
It's rough. That is rough. It does look like he walked off with some help, but he was able to walk off.
Yeah, which doesn't really mean anything because you can tear your ACL and walk on it. So
I actually skateboarded on my torn ACL for over 2 hours. So
as long as you're not cutting side to side, you can walk on it.
Yep. But yeah, if he is back for Game 5, that will be that'll be a miracle. That'll be a miracle. It is now my ESPN app
93.75.
Yeah, 93.75 with 7 minutes to go. I mean, Milwaukee is still up 13-6 in the fourth quarter, but it's gonna be rough for them to try and get over.
Yep.
I really hope that Giannis is okay. Obviously we don't wish for injuries around here. I hope to see him back in Game 5 because this is going to go. The series is 2-2 now. I mean, even with 7 minutes to go.
Yeah, I think this game's over.
Yeah, this game's over. with it being 2-2 now, they're going back to Milwaukee.
Milwaukee
right?
for a game. Yep.
5. Are they doing 2-2-2-1 or are they doing
it's 2-2-1-1-1?
1-1? Okay, so yeah, they're going back to
Milwaukee, Atlanta, Milwaukee.
Yep.
After this.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with Giannis in Game 5. If Giannis is not there for Game 5, I think the Hawks are back in. I think the Hawks are back in this.
You know the Hawks are going to win. Clint Capella just threw the ball over the backboard and made a shot. So
Hawks
are winning.
That's the basketball god saying, "Hey guys, this game's over. Don't worry about the last 6 minutes of this game."
So next week we should probably by next Tuesday. So today's Tuesday. So Thursday, Saturday. So that'll be 5
maybe
and 6.
Monday. Maybe
Saturday,
Monday.
Sunday, Monday. Yeah, so maybe Game 7 would be Monday or Tuesday. So we'll see. I guess we might have a series wrap up by the end of all this.
Yeah.
By the next time you hear us.
Yeah, with Atlanta, like I said, this is Tuesday night, so by Friday when this is coming out, they should at least have Game 5 under wraps.
We'll see.
But yeah, this is going definitely 2-2. And if Giannis is even out for Game 5, that's definitely going 3-2 Hawks way, I believe. And they just got to win one more. So I think the Hawks I'm calling it right now. The Hawks are going to the fucking finals.
Let's get it.
All right. So again, we hope Giannis is okay. We're praying for him, whatever. Yes. But that's the KD Sports Talk. Make sure you like, review, and subscribe on YouTube and wherever you watch or wherever you listen to your podcasts. We'll see you next week. Peace out.
Yes, sir.